What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nurse Dre, and if the universe has led you here, accept that fate card, hit that subscribe button because you will not be disappointed. Today we're looking at more Nibiru crazy TikToks or Planet X TikToks that are gonna blow your effing mind. Let's get right into the video. This is part 2, guys, so go look at part 1. That's so fucking obviously, like, there's obvious another planet there. Oh, and there's the moon. Nowhere near it. If y'all saw this, would you shit your pants? Come on, like, be honest. Would you shit your pants? I would. Like, I'd be done. Done. I mean, it even looks like there's another one behind the sun. Damn. Damn.
Signs of Nibiru incoming system everywhere.
Wow, would you look at that? Wow. This planet is supposed to be like 10 times bigger than Earth, so it's possible it could be that big, or that's just the fucking firmament we're looking at. I don't know. It's not a rainbow. God. Wow is right. When was that? Doesn't say, does it? Damn.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Oh my god.
Was that lightning on our planet or on Nibiru? What was that? Bro.
Wow. 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 I don't know what to... Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm supposed to get baby. Oh my god.
Wow. It looks like there's another planet, like, hanging out behind it, doesn't it? That is so crazy cool. What are those shapes showing up in the middle of it? I bet they're ships, like giant ships. Other ships. That's some wicked thunder. It's crazy.
And a new study has narrowed down where a hypothetical ninth planet could be in our solar system. According to astronomers, planet 9 is expected to be many times the size of Earth.
Okay, remember, guys, the ninth planet, Pluto. If you're as old as dirt like I am, you know that in school they taught us that Pluto was the ninth planet, right? Right? But then they downgraded Pluto to be just a fucking asteroid. It's just a rock. Because they're finding so many asteroids that are almost the size or bigger than Pluto. So, now we only have 8 planets. So, before, when there was 9 planets, we would call Planet X or Nibiru, we would call it Planet X or Planet 10. X as the Roman numeral 10, right? Because it would be the 10th planet. But now that Pluto is not the 9th planet, now Nibiru would technically be the 9th planet. So now they're calling it Planet 9 sometimes. Okay, so just so you're not confused.
And orbit the sun far beyond Neptune. The astronomers say that the astronomer is actually the same astronomer who led the campaign to demote Pluto from a planet to a dwarf planet. Now looking to fill that Planet 9 void, the astronomer claims that there's only a 0.4% chance that Planet 9 does not exist.
Hold on. A 0.4. There's less than 1% chance that it does not exist. Does not. So there's a over 99.6 chance that Planet X is a real thing. Do you have any other, any higher numbers to prove that fucking Mars is a real thing? For that matter, Earth is a real planet.
So we'll get right into it. Our first two speakers are basically going to talk on the subject of Planet X. And we have Mr. Jason Martell here, who has been talking about the Planet X for some time. As a matter of fact, 15 years. Mr. Martell holds regular discussions with NASA scientists on the subject of Planet X, ancient astronauts, and structures on Mars. There's great evidence that has shown that in our solar system, the planet Nibiru passes through our solar system.
The time when Hubble first imaged a planet around another sun. Now, this isn't our sun, and this isn't our solar system, but this planet had an egg-shaped orbit around its star, and that was very interesting to astronomers because that was one of the first times they'd actually seen a planet that had an elliptical orbit, more of like an egg-shaped, elongated orbit. So there's been a plethora of news releases stating the idea that, hey, some astronomer somewhere is reigniting the idea that there is something in our solar system that deserves further study. There's evidence to suggest that there's some large body that maybe has caused effects in the past, and we'll discuss some of those, or could be incorporated into our planetary model now to say, yes, there's another large body out there. So we've seen all kinds of news releases coming out in the media for the idea of a 10th planet. Now where it gets interesting is Zachariah Sitchin. He's 84 and has been studying ancient languages, Hebrew Bible, the Christian Bible, the origins of biblical texts for about 50 years. And in his research, he came across a term called Nibiru. And Nibiru meant planet of the crossing. And it was a planet talked about by an ancient culture, the Sumerians, the first culture we have record of on Earth, and they described this very large planet in our solar system.
A NASA telescope discovers a massive object orbiting a distant star.
It's not like anything we've seen before.
Whatever this thing is, it's big. It's bigger than any planet in our solar system.
It's beyond human scale.
Evidence points to an artificial structure. Amazing. And if this structure is real, we're going where no one's going.
In 1972, NASA launched a space probe called Pioneer 10 to help explain the anomalies seen in the orbits of Uranus and Neptune, because some outside force has been pulling and affecting their orbits. In 1983, Pioneer 10 began sending back this image of a large planetary body engulfed in a winged disk of gas following an elliptical orbit. So evidence of this has been buried. An encyclopedia from 1987 shows what Pioneer 10 found. A dying star orbited by a large planet 4.7 billion miles away at the time. In 1993, three astrophysicists hypothesized that comets are influenced by a large gas giant they called Tyche, located in our outer solar system. They argued that evidence of Tyche's existence could be seen influencing the path of comets in our solar system.
No way.
These astronauts obviously did not know the planetary body they called Tyche was actually photographed 20 years earlier by Pioneer 10. The ancient Sumerians claimed that their knowledge of the stars was brought down from heaven by gods coming from a planet with a long elliptical orbit. This planet is known as Planet X, orbiting a star named Nibiru, and crosses into our local solar system every 3,600 years. This is a very accurate illustration I found of Nibiru. Planet X is reportedly a rocky, watery planet some 4.8 times the size of Earth. It's also a much older planet than Earth, about 6.8 billion years old, and is said to have 11 moons. According to researchers, every time this giant planet enters our solar system, the gravity pull is very significant and affects all the planets in one way or another. It comes in from the south and will, at its closest, pass between Mars and Jupiter. Because of this, it can only be seen from telescopes in the South Pole. This is a leaked image said to be taken by a photographic telescope located in Amundsen, Scott, American South Pole Station.
Wow, she lined that whole thing up.
Shit crazy. Okay.
That's what it looks like. I don't know what that was.
How lovely and blue it is to the east. And this is looking east. Okay. Look at the long planes. No planes there, but look at that.
What the fuck? Right over the sun, bro.
They are blocking out the view of maybe the planets of Nibiru.
That's exactly what they're doing.
That the sun will bring down onto us through chemicals.
They don't want us to get these ascension rays. They don't want us to see planet Nibiru. They don't want us to have any inkling that all this is what's causing climate change, okay? Every fucking conspiracy theory can all be rolled into one when you realize that Nibiru is the explanation for all of this bullshit, and they're just making all these conspiracies to make you fucking confused. That's it. That's all it is.
What do you think? Please tell me.
Nibiru, known as Planet X, is a hypothetical planet that some believe exists beyond Neptune in our solar system, orbiting the Sun every 3,600 years. The Sumerians called it the planet of the crossing and believed that it was inhabited by a highly advanced race of beings known as the Anunnaki. The origins of the Nibiru theory can be traced back to the work of Zakaria Sitchin, who claims to have translated ancient Sumerian texts that describe the existence of Nibiru and its inhabitants. Sitchin believed that the Anunnaki were an extraterrestrial race that visited Earth thousands of years ago and were responsible for the creation of human beings. However, there is no scientific evidence supporting the existence of Nibiru, and the theory remains controversial. While the Nibiru theory may remain a topic of debate and controversy, it has sparked curiosity and imagination in many people.
And satellites, and also 1 and 2, perturber out there. So in other words, there's something pulling at the Earth, and satellites, and all sorts of things that should not exist, although it's been very constant. Now that force, that pull is becoming stronger and stronger, and now it's starting to shift in its angle. And what that means is, if two suns, right? Yep, we're cruising in style when we're riding home in proximity, right? They could be light years away, still in proximity. A power exchange takes place right after that. But it also comes with gaseous clouds, with more and more comets and meteorites that are not coming from normal directions. I think we spoke about 5 weeks ago about 2 objects which had a very high and unusual arc that went over our solar system. Now, I think I also stated that you won't hear anything about it unless it's going to be seen. And then they'll always say, wow, this came out of nowhere. We're just finding this. The truth is, they have tracked many objects, right? Many, many objects out there. They just don't use one portion of the light spectrum in infrared. They use that whole band now. They also use blue. It's not infrared. It's a blue band. So that kind of scares folks when you show they don't want to see the blue, because those objects.
Planet Nibiru is here.
Okay. It's a planet.
What?
It's a planet that's 10 times the size of Earth, and it's now in our solar system. It happened a couple thousand years. It's also in the Bible. It's in the Bible. But
I wish my kids believe me like that when I talk to them about this shit. Like, can you relate? Because, like, everybody I talk to about this kind of stuff is like, why are you lying to me? You're not telling me the truth, you know? But it is the truth. People just don't want to hear it. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. People just scared to accept the truth, I guess.
I hope you guys are paying attention.
We've got a major
Planet
snowstorm
X effect.
and ice storm on the way, as well as we'll break down all the details for you over the next 10 days so you can plan ahead and know what to expect. So let's start off with the overall hazard map this morning. And it is lit up, guys, with this major snowstorm that looks to unfold over the next several days. We've got numerous winter storm warnings flaked across a good chunk of the west coast.
In California, bro. Mexico, shit.
Higher elevations, but that extends into the Flagstaff area, back into the Santa Fe area.
Maybe it's all the fucking chemtrails.
Close to Colorado, back into Utah, even into Wyoming, back into Cheyenne, places like into Casper, Wyoming. We'll see blizzard-like conditions. No one big time there is the Billings, but we've got numerous winter storm warnings and newly warned blizzard warnings happening for Sioux Falls, back into the St. Paul area, into the Minneapolis area. That snowstorm just continues all the way through Wisconsin, as well as into Michigan, and it just even actually continues up here into the New England area. Well, they'll be picking up some hefty totals as well. Further to the south, we're going to be having a well above average temperature anomaly, and we also have a newly upgraded slight risk for severe storms as this system would be blazing across about 50 miles an hour starting late tonight into the overnight tomorrow morning time frame. We have to be looking at some severe storms up here towards the Tulsa area, back into portions of Kansas, as well as into Missouri. But let's break this thing down for you as far as the temperature goes, because we're going to be seeing huge temperature gradients over the next several days with these well above average temperature anomalies really starting to build across the southern plains as well as into the southeast and predominantly most of the east. While we've got true Arctic air really plunging southbound.
Sorry, guys. This is like really going into it.
Cranking by then. So if you are
Blue Kachina is Nibiru too, because it has that tail on it. And so they call it the red dragon, Blue Kachina. Wow. Oh yeah.
Rounding out the orbit and covering the big object orbit around it. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I sent this to a couple people. I was laughing what they told me.
What did they tell you?
So after that, I just find that's why a lot of people say they think they know a lot of crap, eating a little bit of stuff, but they don't know nothing. You show them photograph and videos and they're like, oh, what's that? I don't know what that is. You just said he knew what it was. He said it was a star. It was nothing. It was showing you this kind of stuff right here in the actual video. You're like, oh,
yeah. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, that's really creepy. It's like a pumpkin face. Whoa. It does. Wow. Whoa.
Blue star. All this right here by Jupiter, man. Go take a look at Jupiter right now. A lot of stuff is coming here by Jupiter right now. I think whatever it is, it's broken the barrier. It's probably so it's like far away. They're gonna be able to comment on that.
I've been wondering what that sparkly thing is in the sky next to Jupiter.
Andrea Mitchell, thanks. In 60 seconds, the new draft report on UFOs. The Pentagon's expert warning about a possible mothership coming close to Earth. Stay with us.
A mothership. Oh my
It
god.
may sound straight out of a movie, but the Pentagon and a Harvard scientist have collaborated on a new draft report questioning if we're alone in the universe and whether we've already seen evidence of life beyond Earth. Here's Gotti Schwartz.
Move over Chinese spy balloon or whatever else U.S. fighter jet shot down last month.
Or what?
University, a draft paper about mysterious flying objects sounding almost like science fiction.
I think it's very likely that we are not the most intelligent civilization that ever existed.
Renowned Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb teaming up with the new head of the Pentagon's UFO office, dubbed the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. Together they say that interstellar objects detected in space could be signs of extraterrestrial life, and that current sky mapping technology, the James Webb Space Telescope, could miss such objects.
It could have been a mother ship that released some probe in the habitable region around the sun. We have a visitor to our backyard. We should observe it at first.
Professor Loeb now leading the charge to build better arrays of sensors to capture anomalies, but saying for now everything is hypothetical. This paper is really meant to remind UFO hunters not to forget the laws of physics.
Much as the reports from military personnel are intriguing and motivate my work right now, I want my instruments to tell me what is really happening.
Meanwhile, more videos surfacing showing odd objects have been leaked to documentary UFO filmmaker Jeremy Corbell, who recently released pictures of an orb shape over Mosul, and these images showing a cylinder flying over a rock. The Pentagon not commenting on the recent videos, but confirming prior videos released by Corbell had been filmed by service members. As for what they are, definitive explanations remain at a breach. Gotti Schwartz, NBC News.
That's one to talk over the dinner table tonight.
Crazy. What do you guys think? Oh my god. That's the video, but like, what do y'all think about these objects in space? Are they objects? Are they motherships? Are they Planet X, Nibiru? I want to hear your thoughts below because I'm so intrigued about this kind of stuff. I could watch this shit all night long. So let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure you remember to hit that subscribe button on the way out. If the universe has led you here, I know you won't be disappointed. And thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Make sure you go back and look at part 1 and part 3 because there's like 3 or 4 parts to this. So just keep on watching. A lot of stuff going on this month. Thank you all for watching with me. Good night. Bye. Bye-bye.